Sleep is a common and insignificant thing, but such a natural physiological behavior has a lot to learn. Here, we will introduce you to sleep from 5 aspects. The first part is why do people dream? The second part is sleep paralysis. The third part is staying up late. The fourth part is insomnia. The fifth part is how to fall asleep quickly.
Now I would like to introduce something about dream. There are some kinds of dream, such as nightmare and sweet dream. In fact, dream is a normal phenomenon to us. Dream is the companion of sleep. Dreaming is a normal and necessary physiological and psychological phenomenon of human body. As the name suggests, sweet dream is nice, and maybe we can gain happiness from it. However, nightmare is a kind of sleep disorder. Its contents are horrible and cause the sleeper's fear. And dreaming in a dream is another form. You suppose you have waken up from the dream. However, you are still in the dream. Why does this phenomenon happen? Because you are very tired. The brain itself wakes up in a dream, while the sleeper is still asleep in a deep consciousness. The old saying goes, think in the day and dream in the night. Actually, it is reasonable. When we are sleeping deep, there are still a few areas of the cerebral cortex where nerve cells are active. And meanwhile, some days memories become clear and are reflected in the dream. I believe nobody can stand up to the fear brought by the nightmare, and there are also reasons for its existence. For external causes, our quilt covers our mouth or nostrils, and our hands may be pressed on our chest. As a result, heart activity is hindered, breathing becomes difficult, and external stimuli quickly spread to the cerebral cortex, triggering a series of incorrect brain reactions that lead to nightmares. For internal causes, first, our emotional problem, like stress, anxiety, depression, and so on. Second, characteristic. For example, if a person who do things more seriously, more carefully, and is crazy to pursue perfect, and is in the face of pressure, he or she will be more possible to have nightmares. Third, disease. Body pain and medicine all cause nightmare. Last but not least, diet before bedtime. Having coffee, tea, and nicotine before bedtime can cause poor sleep as well. Many people suppose dream can reduce the sleep quality. Actually, it is not true. Normal dreams do no harm to humans, and meanwhile, dreaming can exercise brain functions. Incubus is very possible to harm people's health, however. Incubus is similar to nightmare, but it is more horrible than nightmare. Nevertheless, if you have many dreams for a long time, you need to be careful. Many dreams for a long time will do harm to our life. It can cause our negative emotion, brain disease, and makes us distracted in our daily life. Of course, there are means to solve it. You can relax your mind and try your best to work out more, and if necessary, you need to seek medical advice and have medicine to contain it. I think everybody once heard of sleepwalk. Sleepwalk is relevant to dream. The sleeper get out of the bed when sleeping, then go back. But they will hardly hurt themselves and others. Many people think we need to wake sleepwalkers up However, it is wrong. Sleepwalk is a mental disease and needs professional diagnosis and treat, so we had better not deal with it casually. That's all. Thank you.
In fact, people also have some interesting physiological phenomena during dreaming, such as sleepwalking, drooling, snoring, sleep paralysis, and so on. Let's talk about sleep paralysis, or what is known in China as 鬼压床. Sleep paralysis is a type of dream paralysis that occurs during the REM phase of the sleep cycle. When you are dreaming, if you wake up suddenly in a dream, the brain has no time to reconnect with the body. There will be a conscious brain, but the muscles of the limbs still stay in a static state, resulting in the body does not listen to the brain command of the ghost-bite situation. It's also a form of self-preservation, because otherwise you might act out your dreams, sleepwalk, or even injure yourself or the person next to you. So, why the sleep paralysis? The first reason is ghost-bite is related to life and mental stress, and it is more likely to occur in teenagers and young adults, because these people are faced with a variety of challenges in school, work, and life, have irregular work and rest schedule, too much pleasure, tension, lack of sleep, and other problems, which will lead to sleep early into the rapid eye movement period, increasing the probability of ghost bite. The second reason is wrong sleeping posture. For example, the hand on the chest, head and lead to breathing, blood circulation blocked. Ghost is reason to pleasure up. And how to solve it? First of all, keep relaxed, breathe steadily, and don't think about anything. Second, concentrate on moving the ends of your body, such as your fingers, toes, or eyelids at the same time. For example, move your eyes quickly, up and down, left and right, then blink, contract the muscles around your mouth, and try to move your tongue. Third, as muscle sensation begins to return, move the neck, shoulders, hands, fingers, legs, ankles, and toes. Finally, sit up slowly and work all your muscles.
Then I will introduce something about staying up later. There have four parts of staying up later. The first is definition, second is reason, third is hazards, and the fourth is solution. The first is definition of staying up later. In fact, it is difficult to generalize a definition of late night. It doesn't mean that going to bed after 11 or 12 o'clock means staying up later. Different people have different standards. The most scientific explanation for late nights is the regularity and quality of sleep. The second is reason. The reason of staying up later can divide into subjective reason and objective reason. The first of subjective reason is addicted to game and TV. Many people will play games and watch TV series to relax after work, but it is easy to lose control of themselves, resulting in late night. And second is pressure. Due to the pressure of exams or work, many people choose to work overtime at night and can't sleep until later at night. The second is retaliatory staying up later. It is a psychological phenomenon. Spending too much time working and studying during the day makes you feel excited at night, and you don't want to. Maybe there is no reason not to sleep, but just don't want to sleep. The objective reason have two points. The first is influenced by others. Many people don't want to stay up late, but the person around them is staying up late, influenced by the noisy environment. They have to stay up late too. Second is club activity. Many people are engaged in other activities in addition to work and study, and these activities require work that is into their time and force them to stay up late. The third is the hazards of staying up late. First is physical hazards. Skin damage. 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. is the time that skin is sleeping. This period of time without a good rest easily lead to rough skin, yellow complexion, black spots, and other problems. Diminution of vision. Long time overload with the eyes will cause pain, dryness, distinction, and other problems, and even make people have blurred vision and other problems leading to vision drop. Heart disease. Staying up later will increase blood vessel tension, increase blood pressure, easily lead to disease such as hypertension, heart disease, and even cause sudden death. Cancer. Staying up later can stimulate the production of cancer cells and lead to cancer. Psychological hazards. First is decreased learning abilities. Staying up later leads to a loss of concentration, mental concentration, and work efficiency. And then people who stay up later and sleep for a long time are more out of control in their emotion management, more easily irritable, impulsive, anxiety, and even lead to depression. The fourth part is the solution of staying up later. The first is try to stay away from electronic products. Don't use electronic products for a short period of time before going to bed. The second is avoid eating before go to bed. Generally speaking, after eating dinner, it takes about 3 hours for stomach to digest the food. If you eat dinner too later, when you go to bed, your stomach is still digesting the food and you don't sleep well. The second is listening some white noise before go to bed. Allow yourself to calm down, away from the anxiety. And the fourth is avoid exercise before sleeping. Strange news: exercise will lead to a lot of sweating. Body's high temperature and anxiety side will reduce the quality of sleep. That's all about staying up later. Thank you.
Hello everyone, today I would like to introduce the topic of insomnia. In the strict sense of insomnia, it refers to the case of sufficient sleep opportunities and a good sleep environment, encounter difficulties in falling asleep, easy to wake up, earlier wake up, and other sleep disturbances, and thus affect the daytime performance of the state. And true insomnia must meet the following three conditions. First, experiencing sleep disturbances, including difficulty falling asleep, difficulty in maintaining sleep, and easy to wake up, waking up earlier than you want to, and so on. Second, these sleep disturbances interfere with daytime performance, such as significant tiredness, decreased attention, concentration or memory, interpersonal communication, family relations,
Work or study are thus impaired. Emotional instability and easy to get angry. Always thoughts of during the day, cannot lift the spirit, easy to make mistakes, being very concerned or dissatisfied with your sleep quality. Third, there is no way to sleep well when you have plenty of opportunities and a good sleep environment. Usually, a lot of people complain about insomnia. In fact, are only to meet the above three conditions of one or two. This is not real insomnia. Sometimes we don't sleep well because we don't have enough opportunities to sleep or a good sleep environment. Once given enough opportunities, we will sleep well, which is not insomnia. In addition, there are some people feel bad sleep at night. Sleep time is not enough, but in fact, the day's mental state mood is not affected too much. The kind of love mouth is not insomnia. And for the reason of insomnia, insomnia is related to a variety of factors, including external environmental factors, genetic factors, taking certain drugs, bad living habits, diseases, and so on. Among them, mental diseases and physical diseases accompanied by insomnia is one of the important causes of insomnia. And according to the International Classification of Sleep Disorder J Diagnostic Criteria, insomnia can be divided into two stages: short-term insomnia and chronic insomnia. According to whether the insomnia lasts more than 3 times a week for more than 3 months. Short-term insomnia may become chronic insomnia if it's not handled well. People with chronic insomnia have 3 times the risk of depression. At the same time, nearly a third depressed patients also have insomnia. Depression and insomnia cause and affect each other in a vicious circle. Therefore, we must pay special attention to sleep. If the long-term sleep quality is not good, we must see a doctor. But for the college student, generally does not involve long-term insomnia. When it comes to short-term insomnia, we don't need to get too nervous. Life situations such as traveling across the zones, an important interview, or making a big decision can make it difficult to sleep. With a normal mind, it's easier to get back to normal sleep after the time is past. If we become too anxious about sleeping problems and respond inappropriately, such as taking sleep medicines without a doctor's guidance, we must turn short-term insomnia into a more complex, difficult to manage chronic one. And the influence of the insomnia, it will be accompanied by poor spirits, lethargy, irritability during the day. It will also make people difficult to concentrate, thus affecting the effect of work and studying. Long-term insomnia will also cause a certain impact on physical health. Must activity take a significant coping method can be improved. We need to master the systematic and scientific method and strictly implement the use of insomnia cognitive behavioral temper is a good way. For those who are already in serious condition and have no obvious effect through self-help treatment, they need to go to the hospital for diagnosis and treatment, or even receive special one-to-one guidance or treatment. Thanks for watching.
Have you ever suffered from insomnia? I have had. Insomnia is very painful, and if we don't have enough sleep, the next day we easily feel sleepy and lack of attention. Then we could not do well in our work. But don't worry, I'm going to give you some suggestions to improve this situation. First, you should not drink irritative drinks, such as coffee and tea, but you could drink some milk 30 minutes before going to bed, because calcium in milk can rise to regulate nerve, calm nerve, and promote the effect of sleep. Second, you could soak the food before going to bed, and using Chinese medicine is better than pure hot water, such as 红花, sanqi, 川芎, 艾叶, and so on. Third, you should avoid doing strenuous exercise before sleeping. An hour before bed is not a good time to do strenuous exercise, because after strenuous exercise, our body and brain are in a state of excitement, which may make it difficult to fall asleep. If you are going to do some exercise before bed, a gentle stretch might be a better fit. But proper physical activity during the day not only work your heart and lungs, increasing oxygenation, but also release excess energy. You will sleep more soundly and have a better quality of sleep at night. Fourth, psychological hint. Psychological hint is important. If you continue to think that you are sleepless, you might be more and more sleepless, so you should tell yourself that you are sleepy. Fifth, you could try to count shifts, but you should count the shifts in English, because the word shift has the same singular and plural form. The mechanical monopoly of the process of counting shifts is a constant self-suggestion that gradually puts one to sleep. 6. Take a few deep breaths. When you are lying in bed and can't sleep, you can adjust your breath and take a few deep breaths to relax yourself. First, inhale for 4 seconds, then hold your breath for 7 seconds. After, breathe out 8 seconds. Repeat it 3 times to feel sleepy. Finally, if your insomnia is very serious, you could see the doctor and eat some medicine, but I think medicine might be a little better for the health. This is just the tip of the iceberg, and there are still many other methods. So if you know, I'm happy to hear that. I hope you have a good sleep. Thanks.